The vision of Gospel Heritage is to transform nations and generations through worship. In Romans 12:1 and 2, Apostle Paul writes, "And so, dear brothers and sisters, I plead with you to give your bodies to God because of all He has done for you. Let them be a living and holy sacrifice, the kind He will find acceptable. This is truly the way to worship Him. Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good, pleasing, and perfect."
I encourage everyone to come to the conference. It's unlike other conferences because it's not just about music, it's not just about preaching, but it's about the lifestyle of worship. If you want to learn anything concerning praise and worship, you can come. Music, the word, learning about being a minister of music, anything involving music, ministry, and praise and worship, this is the place to be.
This conference really gives me so much. It's encouraging, inspiring. Gospel Heritage is really a trip worth taking, and I can really encourage everybody to come.
So let me tell you why this summit is so important, because we have to keep this heritage alive and strong.
I'm here right now with the one and only Vashawn Mitchell. Thank you so much for taking time to speak with us today.
I was so glad to be here. Gospel Heritage is like family to me. I've started out as a student, and now I'm teaching classes, so there's nowhere else I'll be.
So explain to us why Gospel Heritage is so important.
Well, you know, the heritage of gospel music has to be passed down from generation to generation. I'm so grateful I've been able to walk and talk with the Albertina Walkers, the Barrett Sisters, the Milton Bruntons, and those of our day who are part of Gospel Heritage. But Teresa Harrison calls us all together in one place to continue to learn, grow, and produce, and take back home elements of praise and worship and elements of industry so we can become better and continue to grow in gospel music.
Why is Gospel Heritage important?
I think it's important for worship leaders and music directors and ministers of music to come together and just we be taught, so we can learn what we need in order to take it back to our prospective singers and those who we work with in the ministry, and understanding that worship is a lifestyle.
Well, what about those who don't hold an office or a position in worship or in leadership, but they just love the music? What can they gain from this conference?
I think they can gain understanding worship in its fullest extent, because they have some great instructors and speakers that come to the conference, and then even connecting with people all across the country, because sometimes we just need somebody to talk to.
This is a mature conference. A lot of babies don't come here. The reason I've stayed in Gospel Heritage was I believed that it wouldn't fall victim to the familiarity that is now going on in the church with conferences and events.
Well, it's essential. It's necessary. I was blessed to have the opportunity to teach a session today that went extremely well. Invest in you. You know, it's okay to buy tickets to the Stellar Awards and all this stuff, and where others are being celebrated. But invest in yourself and come to something that is filled with the environment of education, anointing, challenges, things that causes us to perfect our craft. And I'm not just saying that. I'm here because of that, because I'm a supporter of that. And so to every choir leader, praise Him, don't miss a conference like this. Always jump in where you can better yourself. Life is a classroom, and it'll teach you if you let it.
I would say this is a great place to be because it's all about, again, the motive. Reason why I'm here is because the motive is very pure. Dr. Harrison wants to empower people. She wants to encourage people, and she wants to establish more of a holy platform, more promoting holiness. And it's not about really what you can sing, how you can play. It's a place to where you can better yourself, you can better your craft, get the truth. We talk about the truth. We're very transparent here, and I think it's a great place to be.
You've been with Gospel Heritage for a while now. Why is this conference, this summit, so important?
Well, because literally, the name alone depicts really its true purpose and intent. It's given a heritage to this wonderful music form that is a foundational music form. Gospel music is the foundational music. But along with gospel music comes the gospel period, which is the good news. And as generations grow, somehow or another, we lose contact or we lose a focus on really how things started. So you need something that's going to bring us back to the landmarks, that gives us an indication of how we began, and pass it on to the generations ahead so that they can take value, understand how priceless and how great this whole history is.
Listen, if you're contemplating, start booking your flights, get in the train, get on your rollerblades, do what you have to do. Make sure you get in touch, get plugged in, so that you'll know where we're going to be next year. You will not regret it. It will enhance not only your ministry, but your personal life as well. We look to see you where we're transforming nations through worship.
Listen, Gospel Heritage isn't just about music and performing. It's for every person who understands that they were created to worship. It's for every person who wants to understand more about worship. This is my personal invitation to you. Get involved with Gospel Heritage. Get involved and become a transformer of nations and generations. God bless you.